Polk County Commissioners Court.
Go around east, right? And then going back to Pasadena.
Okay, the Polk County Regional Health Building, Suite A, Livingston, Texas, October 22nd, 10 a.m. Anyone that currently has the cell phone or other device, if you would please mute it, we would appreciate it. So at this time, we would like to ask our own sheriff, Brian Lyons, to lead us in prayer.
Father God, we come before you, Lord, as humble as we know how, thanking you, Lord, for this day. Thank you, Lord, for those who have gathered here, this court, who have gathered for the purpose of conducting business for this county and the residents of thus. Lord, we ask that you would just give them the foresight, the knowledge, Lord, to be able to make the decisions that will be better suited for the citizens of this county. Ask that you would be with those here, Lord, who are also determining to make their choices for the leadership for this state, this country. Lord, would ask that you would just give them the ability to make the right decision. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Madam Clerk?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, we're going to lead into a public hearing.
Judge, you want to say who's absent?
Yes, oh, excuse me, yes, I do. I want to note that a quorum of members is present, so we can proceed with Commissioner's Court business. Commissioner Dubose and Commissioner Cassidy are not present today. Okay, what time is it, Madam Clerk, for the?
10:02.
Okay, 10:02. Notice of hearing was published in the Polk County Enterprise on September 15th, 2024. The roads in the city of Corrigan that are being considered to be removed from county maintenance system are Martin Luther King Street, range 100 to 899, and Union Springs Road, range 100 to 465. After thorough review and consideration of Local Government Code 43.106, the Texas Transportation Code, Chapter 21, which is General County Authority relating to roads and bridges, and Chapter 791 of the Texas Government Code, the interlocal cooperation contracts. For several reasons, it's more appropriate for these roads to revert to city maintenance. The first one is jurisdictional responsibilities. It is standard practice for city streets to be maintained by the city and the county roads by the county if they are publicly maintained. Resource allocation, the county's resources for road maintenance are by statute limited to true county roads. Per TAC legal counsel, the county commissioner cannot adopt city streets into the county road system, and once made aware of the situation, the commissioner is obligated to correct it. While the state maintains that counties are responsible for county-maintained roads, in the cities for city-maintained roads, there are avenues available for interlocal agreements that can be beneficial to both entities, and the current commissioner and city council may move forward in that direction if they so choose. Is there anybody here that wishes to speak on that public hearing? Want to give it a minute or two? Do you want to say anything about it?
Well, this is just really to correct the map. I mean, we haven't been maintaining the roads, but we have an interlocal agreement with both. This one here is for the city of Corrigan, and the next one will be with the city of Seven Oaks, and we have interlocal agreements with both of them to help them when we can and when they need it. But we haven't been maintaining them anyway. It's correcting the map. The MSAG, whatever they call it, mostly.
And that applies to both?
We never paid no attention to it till Mark
Yeah.
done his, and we got to looking at the map closer.
Well, this is just the same thing that we did in terms of Alaska area. We're just correcting the MSAC so that everything matches the text dot information as well. Okay, what time is it, Madam Clerk? We'll close the hearing.
10:05.
Okay, we'll go right straight into the next hearing. You want to leave 10:05 on there for the next hearing?
Yes, sir.
public hearing on the agenda item to discontinue maintenance of county roads within the city limits of Seven Oaks. A notice of hearing was published in the Polk County Enterprise on September 15th, 2024. The roads in the city of Seven Oaks that will be removed from county maintenance system are Birch and Carrington Cemetery Road. After a thorough review and consideration of local government code 43.106, Texas Transportation Code Chapter 251, and the Chapter 791 of the Texas Government Code, the current commissioner has determined that it would be more appropriate for these roads to be reverted to city maintenance for several reasons. One is jurisdictional responsibilities. It's standard practice for city streets to be maintained by the city and county roads by the county if they are publicly maintained. Returning these roads to city maintenance aligns with the proper division of responsibilities. Resource allocation is another reason. The county's resources for road maintenance are by statute limited to true county roads. So per TAC legal counsel, the county commissioner cannot adopt city streets into the county's road system. And once made aware of the situation, the commissioner is obligated to correct it. So from this point forward, there's still same avenues available that are currently in place, I might add. So it's not that it's new, but they are currently in place that are beneficial to both entities, and the current commissioner and city council for Seven Oaks may move forward in that direction if they so choose. Is anyone here to speak for Seven Oaks? Very well. So same information applies, Commissioner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what time?
10:07.
Okay, thank you. So that closes both public hearings. So we'll move on to item number 5. Consider approval of order to discontinue maintenance of roads in the city of Corrigan and to update the master street address guide MSAG accordingly. A copy of the proposed order and the MSAG update is included for your review.
So moved.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, consider approval of order to discontinue maintenance of roads in the city of Seven Oaks and to update the master street address guide, the MSAG accordingly. A copy of that proposed order and MSAG is included for your review as well.
So moved.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, moving on to public comments. Do we have anyone that signed up for public comments?
No, ma'am.
Very well, informational reports. I'll give the report real quick for the upcoming wellness events. We want to remind everybody that on October 31st, so 2024, the Rossi Breakfast Lunch and Learn is at Dunbar Gym. This is for our employees. The times will be announced later, and an email invite will be sent out to all employees for the county. And then on November 15th, 2024, Polk County Wellness Committee is hosting a blood drive at the Regional Health Building parking lot from 10 to 2:30. And sign-up information will also be posted, and donors will receive a free lap blanket, and employees that donate will be entered for a chance to win a $50 gift card. There will be one for every 15 employees that donate blood. Okay, Sheriff, did you have an informational report?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, police report. Just like to make a brief report this morning. On this past weekend, which would have been the Saturday morning, we had an inmate.
You want to speak up a little louder?
Had an inmate who passed away in the jail. I can't release names as of yet because we have not been able to notify the family. But had a medical emergency. The body was sent to the Harris County Medical Examiner's Office, and they've conducted their autopsy. Died from natural causes or from a medical emergency rather. The investigation is ongoing. We want to follow up to make sure that all policies were being followed, and as well as all applicable laws. So the Texas Rangers are involved in investigation along with our CID division and the district attorney's office. But as of now, it certainly was an unfortunate event, but it appears it was all medical emergency. But like I said, once we are able to locate the family and be able to notify them, then we'll be able to release more information about names and other things.
Thank you. If we can do anything, let us know, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk?
Yesterday, we had a good turnout for early voting. We had 1,997 people vote in person. Early voting this week is 8 to 5, Saturday is 7 to 7, Sunday 11 to 5, and all next week is 7 to 7.
And our clerk's office is gonna be comatose for 2 weeks after that.
I've already had people say, I'm resigning before the next election.
Okay, well, thank you. and thank
Just
you to your
kidding.
staff. Okay, old business number 7, discuss and consider any and all necessary action relating to bid number 2024-24 for the tunnel drain repair at 1733 North Washington in Livingston. On September 10th, 2024, the court approved to move forward with a request for bids to clean out the drains below the Polk County Jail, which is necessary before the old jail cells may be put back into use. The court agreed to fund this project from general fund balance utilizing the FY 2024 surplus IH phone revenues. Bids were due in open and purchasing and procurement on Thursday, October 3rd. We received 2 bids. Summary of the bids was included for your review, and the Sheriff's Office and Maintenance Office have had an opportunity to review the proposals and will be prepared to make a recommendation. Who's gonna make the recommendation?
So, reviewing both bids, the only thing that stands out, I'm sure both companies are capable of doing this job. The only one, Williams did in their bid give a lifetime warranty for the shoring for the tunnel going up under the structure, which it's a large tunnel. And the structure integrity after they finish would be in question years down the road. That's the only thing that stands out between the two companies. Is Williams and Son did give a lifetime warranty for that structural integrity that they're gonna be doing, unless I missed it, which I missed the thing. Due West did not give a lifetime warranty for that structural integrity on the shoring of it.
So does that come as a recommendation to the court, Williams and Son?
If we're looking at the structural integrity, I would go with Williams and Son. They give a lifetime warranty on that, certain aspect of that, which is a very large tunnel that goes under the building, so. Due West did not give a lifetime warranty on that part of it.
Okay. You okay with that, Jay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the recommendation from the group is for McWilliams and Sons. I need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Commissioner Robertson? You've got a second. Got further deliberations, Commissioner?
I just think the man from Due West is here, I was just gonna see if he had anything to add to it.
I can definitely go back and get you that warranty, the price will increase some. What we recommended in our bid was the 4 piles, which is, we use on all of our homes, commercial residents and so forth. We're one of the only ones that have no clauses with storms, hurricanes, floods, or anything else. When we give a lifetime warranty, it stays. But I will have to get with my boss, I can have the numbers to you within a few hours for the lifetime warranty of that. But you're digging a 3x3 tunnel, we're gonna place some 4 piles on beams. So you still got the tech. I'm not a professional foundation guy, I've learned a lot since I've been here. I do have 45 years' experience in plumbing, and I know our tunnels are very safe. And we offer, like I said, the true lifetime warranty. You can read ours against theirs, I don't know what their states, I'm not down in them whatsoever. I do know that in foundation business, everybody's has the exclusion, ours doesn't. And we've been in business for 45 years doing foundation, 35 years of doing plumbing. And I can get you those numbers by this afternoon.
So Commissioner, would you like to negotiate the
No,
specifics of the
I'm not.
contract?
No, that's between Andy and Jay.
No, I'm saying, would you like for the county to negotiate the specifics of the contract?
No, I'm good with their deal, I just was curious what, is the reason they didn't. do
Yeah.
it, so. No, I'm good with it. That's what they're comfortable with, and but thank you.
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna make a second
Second.
motion? Okay. A motion is second, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, new business, the consent agenda. You have addendums on 9. One addendum in the amount of $204,448.36. Addendum number 2 in the amount of $358,993.66. Is there anything on the consent agenda that you would like to pull? If not, then I need a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion then.
Motion to approve,
Second.
Commissioner Robertson, second Commissioner Purvis. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, new business, the regular agenda, number 17, consider approval of personnel matters as follows. At this time, there are no emergency hires. So I do want to say one thing. We are accepting a letter of resignation today from Jay. His due date is December 31st, 2024. But I do want to say that Jay has done an exceptional job for Polk County. And so he will be missed, and we appreciate all your service, Jay. And we would love to reject this, and we'll just stick it in a drawer, and we can talk about it later. But seeing as how you've made it completely official all the way through, then, but I do want to say thank you. So, I need a motion to accept the letter of retirement from Polk County Maintenance Director and consider approval of any and all necessary action.
So,
Commissioner Purvis?
I guess so.
Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 17B, consider approval of personnel action forms submitted by department heads since the last meeting and review of any authorized emergency hires. Under this agenda item, you're asked to approve personnel action forms that have cleared the pre-submittal criteria, and we've included a preliminary listing of the PAFs were submitted in your packet. Need a motion to
Were
approve.
there any emergency hires, Judge?
No, ma'am, no emergency hires.
I'll make the motion to.
Commissioner Robertson, Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. You know what, before, there was one person I needed to include on our informational items. James, would you stand and let us introduce you? This is our new environmental enforcement officer. He joined us, I guess, last week, early last week. It's easy to remember his name, James Taylor Golden, so. Not a hard name to remember, but he is going to be making the rounds, especially visiting with law enforcement, with the constables, with the JPs, with everybody to get acquainted with the process. So, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Okay, item number 18, consider request for revisions and amendments to the budget as follows. The FY 2024 and FY 2025 revisions and amendments as presented by the county auditor. A copy of proposed revisions number 2024-23 and 2025-03, and amendments 2024-23A is included for your review. Motion to
I'll
approve,
second.
Commissioner Purvis, second Commissioner Robertson. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 19, consider approval of proposal from Soundtex for courtroom technology upgrades in county court at law in the amount of $53,605 to be paid from court facility fee fund. The county court at law courtroom is the only one that did not receive technology upgrades from the ARPA funds, and the existing equipment is no longer functioning as required. Soundtex, which has successfully installed equipment in all the other courtrooms at the Judicial Center and the Commissioner's Courtroom, has proven to do a good job, and they're readily available. So a copy of their proposal is included for your review. The price of this technology has actually decreased since the installation in the other courtrooms. And the county has certain restricted funds that can only be used for specific purposes, one of which is a court facility fee fund. Currently, the available balance in this fund is $63,902. Furthermore, Soundtex is a member of BUY board, so this purchase would be exempt from the competitive bid process. When we did the ARPA funds, we had some difficulty with the functioning of all the equipment in those courtrooms, but at that time, county court at law was fine, and so now we would like to come back and get that upgraded as well. Any questions? Okay. I need a motion.
Second.
Commissioner Robertson, Commissioner
Unless
Purvis.
Milt wants to.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Okay, item number 20, consider any and all necessary action relating to expenditures for maintenance capital outlay buildings, which are budgeted funds for annual maintenance agreement for Polk County generators in the amount of $20,685. At our last meeting, the court approved a proposal from this company for annual generator maintenance services at the Polk County Jail. So we were satisfied with the price and services offered, and maintenance department asked them for a proposal for the 6 generators that are at our emergency service buildings. House sub-grants in FY 2022. It has been parked at the City of Livingston Fire Department since the previous fire marshal was in office. And the Livingston Volunteer Fire Department and the City of Livingston would like to utilize it to put oxygen tanks in so that when they respond to the surrounding areas, they have that available for the fire department. At this time, we're reaching out to Firehouse subs for the grant information to see if we can transfer it, since it would be from agency to agency. If not, then we would like to do it like a permanent loan so that that trailer is available to all of our fire departments.
So moved.
So I need just permission to proceed.
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Motion carries. Okay. Number 22, discuss and consider approval of order adopting policy related to development permits and utility service connections in relation to on-site sewage facilities. Permits Inspector Holly Oliver has requested that the court consider adopting a new policy regarding the issuance of development and on-site sewage facility permits. This would require applicants to submit both a development permit application and the OSSF application simultaneously. If the applicant claims an existing facility is in place, they must provide the Polk County Permits Office with a letter from a licensed registered installer certifying that the system is in good working order and that it is the correct size. No electrical utility service will be provided to any structure until all necessary planning materials have been submitted to the Permits Office and an authorization to construct has been issued. These regulations would apply countywide and would be for areas governed by an existing order, ordinance, or resolution. Properties that qualify under the 10-acre rule would be an exception, and areas within the incorporated cities. Any unincorporated areas or incorporated cities or towns that are in an agreement with our county Permits Office would still fall under it. Currently, this is statute, and so basically what the policy, us doing a policy does, is it allows for enforcement of the statute.
Make the motion.
Make the motion.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Purvis. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number
Judge.
23.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
When will that be effective?
When will it be effective?
The order says effective.
Immediately.
Okay. Thank
Effective
you.
immediately. Way to keep us on track. Item number 23, consider approval of agreement with Crude Oil Field Company for supply and collection of crushed concrete, but it should say broken concrete.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cassidy and Commissioner Purvis would like to purchase the extra broken concrete Cood Oilfield has sitting on McKnight's property to be used as riprap. A copy of the agreement is included for your review. This has been reviewed and approved by legal counsel.
I talked to Commissioner Cassidy, and I was looking at purchasing some. Also, do we need to?
No, this is just, this makes it
Cover all
available to
of them, I
everybody.
think.
Okay, I thought so. but
It
then-
just, it was brought to the court
Okay.
by Cassidy and Purvis.
Okay.
So Commissioner Purvis?
Yeah, how any of us can.
But anybody can participate. Okay, it comes as a motion from Commissioner
Second.
I'll
Purvis.
second.
Second, Commissioner Robertson.
Or whatever.
I'm getting confused.
Okay, you need to wake up because we are operating on 3 cylinders instead of 5. All in favor, say aye.
If we both seconded, it's gotta be good.
That's gotta be great. You both made the motion and the second. So I'm gonna put P square and R square. Number 24, discuss and consider any and all necessary action relating to fire alarm monitoring and inspection agreements. Currently, East Texas Security is providing some of these services, but we've not been able to locate any specific agreement that has been signed. They only have one technician who is often unavailable when we need the services. Our maintenance department asked Nicole Reeks, purchasing and procurement coordinator, to research other available options. The best option identified is Houston Fire and Security. Copies of their quotes and proposed agreements are included for your review. Legal counsel has also reviewed the agreements, which included standard boilerplate contract terms, and sees no reason for the court to proceed. So what is the court's pleasure?
And East Texas didn't return any kind of.
At this time, East Texas is providing some of these services, but one of the problems that we have is that if something happens at the jail or something happens at one of our business, we need immediate response. It needs to be 24/7, 365. You make a motion to move forward with Houston Fire and Security. Commissioner Robertson?
Has anybody talked to these techs about this?
We've gone back and forth with them before on issues that occurred, and most of those usually go through maintenance. And so the request for review for another option came from maintenance.
Well, like on the holiday, when we were working, trying to get election stuff going, the fire alarm went off and that shut everything down. We couldn't do anything with our, getting in and out of offices, and, it shuts down the phone system, it shuts down.
Yeah, when we had the elevator issues, the same thing.
Oh, yes, and the elevator.
So, and those were East Texas.
Yeah, that happened last Monday. And apparently.
And we
our
do
building
everything we
goes off,
can, you know, to support our local taxpayers. I mean, we do
Right.
everything we can to support our local taxpayers.
Not saying anything about one or the other, just telling y'all that's what happens if we're in, working mode and it goes off for no reason.
So I don't know whether it's possible to have both options, but if East Texas, if I understand it, it's hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, they're a smaller business, and we will continue to do everything we can to support them. But we have to have technicians available all day, every day. And that's difficult when it's a smaller. Jay, do you have anything you wish to add?
Well, ma'am, mainly, the Nicole, and Nicole has been working on this, but, just even like our fire extinguishers are included in that. They currently don't have anybody, they're having to contract that out even to get that part even done, which is, causing delays on some of them getting done. East Texas has given us good service, it's just at times there's things that need to be addressed right then. And due to them only having Glenn available to do those services, it has just caused us problems. And, matter of fact, even last Monday after my announcement of my retirement, I still had to come in on Monday and during the holiday and deal with the one up there at the judicial building. And that was really no fault of their own, and Glenn was there available, but all weekend while I was still dealing with it, we didn't have anybody available either, other than phone, and, they were answering phone, but, it's just the day-to-day operations of the fire extinguishers and security and things like that is an issue for the county. And then, like I say, when you throw on top of that, the fact that we only have one technician, they only have one technician, that can handle these situations when they come up on an emergency basis. We do need to have a bigger company, but at the same time, as we say, we don't want a company so big we get lost in the system either. And this one seems to be, in the best interest of the county.
But it's not possible to keep two.
No, that's not possible because you've got to have fire security everywhere.
Well, I know that, but keep it, like, say, for instance, at our office, we use the other one, the one that's local and always had good results, but there's a lot of difference in the size, the jail and
Absolutely,
And the
this is the
precinct
jail,
office,
the
so-
judicial center.
that's why I was asking
Yeah.
if.
No, now you can, services at your office, you certainly can keep if you choose to do that, that's not a problem.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
for the larger buildings that we cannot
Okay.
afford to shut down.
Right.
Like the judicial center, the jail, the courthouse, those are the ones that, the commissioner's offices or the outlying offices
Yeah.
are free to remain if you so choose.
Well, we've had good service, but again, there's a lot of difference in the size of our,
Yeah,
and the
so,
size of,
yeah. Now, I would say that we do need to go ahead and make some agreements so that then East Tex and the county have accurate information on the services that are expected.
But we've never had an agreement with East Texas.
We've had agreements with East Tex, because those agreements were in place when I first came on board. And then there was some discussion, you're gonna have to help me out here, Glenn. Then there was some discussion where the court did consider another company, and Glenn also put a proposal in, and we went through and discussed it. But we're kinda intermingled in other areas as well, because at that time, I can't remember if it was a fire or if it was the, clickers, the panic buttons.
Currently, all we have going is that we have contracts for the monitoring, which I think that part's fine, it doesn't seem to be having any issues. If the alarm goes off, there's a reason.
Yeah.
It's like this last time, Monday, like you were talking about, I think someplace, and nobody that we knew anything about it, but someplace there's a sinkhole in the city, and because there's a water leak somewhere, and what was going off over and over and over again was the water flow. So the system was actually doing what it was supposed to be doing. And then finally, the water flow monitor, the little electric device that kept going on and off and on and off because of this water either being turned off or leaking or something, I'm not sure what, it burned up. And we have since got a new place, but I haven't put it, it's wired in, but I haven't turned it on with the programming yet because I don't know what the situation is with this water leak sinkhole thing.
Yeah.
So until I can find out what's going on with that, I don't want to put it back in service because I don't want to burn up another one.
And it was taken care of quickly that day, it just shut everything down that.
Yeah, it's just it's a long term, and it's the concern about nobody being available immediately. you know, to take care of a business, and do we really wanna take a chance like that in terms of the jail or the judicial center where there are large quantities of people? Now, there's, again, there are other areas where we can certainly, discuss with East Tex what they can cover, but having to call someone else to come from God knows where,
One more thing, like I said, all we have now on contract is the monitoring, which I think there's 5 of them, right? Five, including the jail and the judicial center and here. And so we have the monitoring and we have the annual inspections. But as far as the emergency service that you're talking about, the jail, for one, has always been the people from Simplex, because they put that in, and we can't even, they won't let us buy parts for that. So if there's ever any emergencies at the jail, we can diagnose it and tell you what it is, but there's no way we can fix any of it.
well, and see, this will provide services for that.
Right, yeah.
This will provide repairs. And so staying with East Tex in terms of smaller buildings or smaller structures is fine, that's not a problem. It's consolidating the larger buildings where there's large numbers of people in the building to where you can get immediate response to it.
So what about staying with East Tex for the monitoring and the inspections? I mean, that's all we really have.
And
now.
we can sit down and figure out, you know, how to make it work. I don't know, at this time, this Houston Fire and Security is saying that they will monitor as well, which
Yeah.
will also give them immediate response to the areas that they are responsible for.
And they're an hour away from Livingston.
What's that?
They're an hour away from Livingston.
Yeah, but some of your contractors are further away than that.
That's for Polk County Fire Equipment. Glenn is here for East Tech Security.
Yeah, but when
For the
Glenn was
fire
gone to
systems.
Wisconsin for 2 or 3 weeks, then Glenn's not available.
Never been out for years.
Well, wherever he went. I know, cause I had to wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's mostly a safety issue in terms of the larger buildings.
No, we give our local people a fair shot at everything.
Yeah, we are. We give our local people a fair shot every chance we get.
Okay.
Okay, second Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 25, discuss and consider action to award the construction contract for the Onalaska Water Supply Corporation tie-in to the elevated storage tank and associated work, with Polk County portion to be paid with the 2021 American Rescue Plan Act state and local fiscal recovery funds. There's a remaining balance of $31,624,000 from Onalaska's ARPA grant award, a combination of the ARPA funds from Polk County and Onalaska's 25% match. On September 24th, the funds for the project extension by the commissioners approved the use of these remaining funds for Onalaska WSC. Onalaska has already provided its matching funds for the grant and will be responsible for any costs exceeding the grant amount. On October 15th, 2024, Onalaska WSC received and opened construction bids, with only one bid being submitted at the time. So a copy of Jed Morris's GLS recommendation letter to Onalaska WSC is included for your review. He recommended awarding the contract to Duplachain Contractors LLC. Their base bid of $91,624 exceeds the construction budget for this project, but Onalaska WSC Board has approved covering any costs beyond the available ARPA funds. Would you all- They're right here if you want to ask them any questions. Commissioner
I'll
Purvis,
second.
Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. I do want to say that Onalaska has definitely capitalized on the ARPA funds and all the funding that became available. Y'all have done a great job.
Thank you. And we thank the county.
Hey, it's all on you all, between you and that guy right there. And Jessica.
Yes, don't forget Jess.
Number 26, receive recommendations from court-appointed scoring committee and consider any and all necessary action relating to the FY 2025 Texas Department of Agriculture Community Development Grant for proposals for grant administrator. Commissioner Robertson and Bobby Christopher met with Jessica Hutchins to receive and rank the proposals received. And there's a copy at your desk of the scoring. So, Commissioner Robertson, you wanna take it, or you want me to go ahead? Here's the information. I think you have it at your desk.
Want me to just, read these out?
Huh?
Do you want me to read these?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can either read them out, or you can just make a recommendation.
I make the recommendation and make the motion to go with the, Langford Community Management Services for,
Is that for the TDA?
community wildfire.
Okay, that's the next one.
Oh,
So
we did
that was
sorry. The TDA, Community Development Block Grant, we have, David Waxman as
Okay.
our,
recommendation.
Yes, recommendation,
Comes as a motion.
yes.
Commissioner Purvis?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
And with the, back to the Community Wildfire Defense Grant.
Okay, let me read that real
Okay.
quick into the record.
Okay.
Number 27, receive recommendation from court-appointed scoring committee and consider any and all necessary action relating to administrator for the USDA Wildfire Defense Grant for grant administrator. So this was Commissioner Robertson and John Fugate, our fire marshal, with Jessica Hutchins.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay,
And again, David Waxman.
Waxman again?
One, sorry. Then, no.
Yeah, don't, I was gonna say,
No, that's that one.
don't read me
Okay.
the same one.
Okay. Then on the Community Wildfire Defense Grant, it would be Langford Community Management Services.
Very well. Thank you, and that comes as a motion.
Yes.
Second, Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn.
Commissioner Purvis?
I'll second.
10:43. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming.